See if that works. Right, so there is a little bit of sound. Sorry, guys, I'm just trying to sort this out. It won't pick up my Yeti for some reason. Trying to flick between the two. So hopefully it's showing that it's picking up now, so I'll just give it a second to catch up on the stream and see if that works. Right, so there we go. We've got sound. For some reason, it's just not picking up my Yeti for some reason. Um, Sorry about that, guys. Technical issues, and yeah, you know, I'm like, there's been a lot of issues lately for the past week in my area with internet and stuff like that. So I was panicking that tonight's stream would lag really, really bad. But then we've got audio. I'm having to capture audio through one of the webcams rather than the Yeti. It was working before stream, and as soon as I've gone live, it's decided it's not working for some reason. But I can look at that at a later date. So, as I was saying, welcome. We've had a week off. We're back, and tonight we are painting the Mûmak, I believe it's called. It's gone out of my head now. With everything going absolutely pear-shaped. But it's the big elephant off Lord of the Rings. One of the guys at work has commissioned me for, I don't know why, but yeah, he's commissioned me to paint it for him. So something a little different on the stream as well, which is really good, rather than painting the same Space Marines or Orcs all the time. As much as I love painting Space Marines and Orcs, it's nice to mix it up a little bit. So the first 15 minutes has almost gone by already. I'll quickly catch up with you guys in the chat and say hello. So coming in first, we've got Mr. Lupus Carnes. Good evening, dude. Welcome to the show. No hear you, bro. Yeah. Mr. Void Captain Bazooka making a smooth, well, a sonic boom and a landing. Good evening, dude. Welcome. And the one and only King of Orcs. It's Essex Boys. Good evening, dude. Nice to see you back in the chat. Hope you are well. Followed by, there we go, by Supermod all the way from Texas, USA, Mr. Frost and Fist, Mr. Meefos. With a hey there, beautiful people. Good evening, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Kev from the Hobby Corner popping in. Good evening, dude. Hope you are well. Loved the show last Friday. Really good, dude. Like I said, my internet was playing up, so I was just AFK all the way through. But it was, yeah, really good show as always. If you haven't, go check him out. It's well worth it. Mr. Scroggy Mini Painting popping in. Good evening, dude. Hope you are well. Nice to see you. By the way, no one rocks the stand alone. Mustache like you, Mr. Tom Selleck. It's not a mustache, it's actually a beard, but it's white here from having alopecia. I'm going to get rid of it because it's doing me head in. And yeah, so that's, I've caught up with everyone in the chat, and no, I've not. There's Gina popping in. Good evening, Gina Doherty. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the stream. I've got a little fly in here and it's bugging me. Welcome to the stream. And they're all popping in now. As soon as I say I'll catch them as they come in. We've got Waylanders Wandering. Good evening, dude. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right. We've got the welcomes out of the way. Let's have a quick flick over. Hopefully this bit is working at all now. It's going to kill me if it's not. Hopefully my window capture is still working. It is. It is. So let's have a quick flick through at what's on this week on the community page. So announced today a new season for Warhammer Underworlds for any of you out there that plays Underworld. My bad, River, my bro. Don't worry about it, me boss. We'll dive right into the war for Gnarlswood Warrens in the new Warhammer Underworld. So you can pick your language. There's a nice little video there for you to watch. The Underworlds of Gur. That's the box art. And then the new game. Nice body locking. It's not something I've really looked into myself, so I can't really say too much about it, I'm afraid. But that is that bit. The Sons of Beermat have got a new battle tome. So at the Nova Open, we learned a new battle tome. Sons of Beermat is coming to shake up the mortal realms. So they're getting their new battle tome, as it's called in AOS, or for those of you that just play 40k, that's your codex. You've got all your contents there. And then some nice juicy images of all the giants, all the Sons of Beermat. Some more artwork. And that is that. Scroll back to the top. Go back. Escher gangs in the Ash Wastes get set for a dessert with special upgrades. So get some nice juicy, very funky, aren't they, the hairstyles on them ones. So some new heads and other bits, all nice little upgrade spruce and backpacks, just to add a bit more variety and, you know, zhizz them up a little bit. That's them for Necromunda. Warhammer this week. So Interrogator looks like it's coming back. Masterclass on painting glowing weapons, I would say that is. And then some more stuff added to the vault. So we've looked at those. Open season for action, more incredible events are on the way. And then Sunday previews. So those of you that play Blood Bowl, new team comes to Blood Bowl, the cities of Khan, probably butchering that, but you know what I'm like. Opens its gate once more, and an upgrade kit for the Warhammer Horus Heresy that you've all been waiting for to come to pre-order next week, take a look at the highlights. So there's a nice little highlight reel there of everything going on this week. The Blood Bowl, you're getting your Amazon team, or the Kara Temple Harpies, as they're called. So some really, really nice looking models there. Right, so the snakes and the skulls. Mr. Superfly, Mr. Robert Evans checking in. Glad you are here. Don't worry about being late, dear. Dear. Don't worry about being late, dear. You're here. That's all that matters. Welcome to the show. So some more close-ups there. You're getting the Blood Bowl Spike Journal, issue 15. Let's have a look. So there's the play mat and obviously the benches. Cards and your dice. Some more Blood Bowl. Lizardmen team. That's a funky little one with all frogs on. What team's that one off? I'm not sure what that team one's off. It must be Lizardmen, because it's got frogs, and it did say about Lizardmen. There's a croc there, star player, or brute, sorry. And Warhammer Conquest, Cursed City. It looks like they're finally re-releasing that by the looks of it. Some really, really nice models in that as well. Far Cry, you're getting a new Skirmish Combat core book. Space Marine Hero. My eyes. Blood Angels. Scroll past. But yeah, Space Marine Heroes. And you're getting Blood Angels. I'm not sure if they have got Blood Angel iconography on them. They do come in red plastic, so you can paint them up as whatever you see fit, really. Yeah, just Blood Angels, so we'll skip past them. The World Eaters are getting their upgrade sprue finally. Really, really loving the heads for these ones. The Mark 6 heads. Mr. Frandog99, good evening. Welcome to the show, dude. So glad you could make it. And obviously with the heads, you're then getting the shoulder pads. And here's one for Mythos. Yeah, you'll be getting excited now. So you got the Space Wolf upgrade sprue, one of the best looking head upgrade sprues, in my opinion. That is, they're looking really, really cool. And then the shoulder pads as well to go with those. Black Library, you're getting Cursed City book, Empire at War, and Rogel Dawn Emperor's Crusader. And that is all of that. So that's everything caught up on there. Why is this not updated? Turn that off. There we go. I'm still getting sound. Right, good. Let's panicking then. Close that down. So that's that. And that concludes our catch up with Warhammer this week. Everything that's going on. We're going to crack on, get some painting done. I'm just updating my other page. So as you regulars will know, anyone who's not been for a while, yeah, we're going to do a little bit of painting, then we're going to crack over and we're going to go to our community page. There should be a link at the top of the YouTube page, which will take you to the channel's Facebook page. and then the top pin comment on there, share a picture of, you know, your current works in progress, anything you've finished recently, anything you're proud of. And yeah, when it comes to the community section, we'll show it off and we'll all have a look, and I'll sit there in awe and get ready to burn my brushes. But the main bit, so we're going to crack on, we're going to get some painting done, and we'll get some music on the go as well. So here we go. I've had to zoom the camera out because literally this thing is massive. Sorry if I'm a bit off as well. It's start of the stream and obviously no sound and stuff like that, and it has proper thrown me. Just move the coffee out of the way. Move that. That's that. So my first ever commission, and yeah, it's a big boy. So he'd got it with the magazine subscription about 15-16 years ago, he said, and he built it, undercoated it, and then it sat on a shelf. So, you know, he was only young at the time as well, so there was mould lines all over it and everything. I've cleaned him up the best I could, stripped it right back, re-undercoated with the airbrush, and then come in with some greys and some washes and that, just to get the skin done. So that's literally where I'm up to. I've had to start to play with some of the ropes and the eyes. Let me just bring it a little bit closer, see if this camera focuses. There we go. So you can make out roughly the skin, how it's a little bit darker underneath. Yeah, it's looking pretty good up to now. I'm quite happy with it. But we're going to crack on. We're going to crack on with some of the ropes and stuff like that. I'll probably get the tusks done today as well. And then what he wanted as well was on some of the artwork, it has a fancy pattern painted on the head in red that I'm going to have to freehand on, which should be fun. But, you know, we don't do things by half, do we? So let's just crack on and get some music on, actually. Let's have a little bit of, apparently Epic's working again. Let's see if this works. There we go, so that should be okay. Thank you very much for sharing the link there, Mifos. Yeah, if you'd like to click on that link there if you want to share anything, and it should take you straight to the Facebook page. So let's straight in. Let's turn this light up a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't bleach out too much on the camera. And I need my other painting glasses. Straight in with some Steel Legion drab for all the ropes. It's probably going to take a good 2 coats with this anyway. And then probably a little bit of Agrax over the top just to tie it in. So, any of you guys working on anything? I looked up and Bandog's just asked the chat anyway. Yeah, so what are you guys working on in the chat tonight? Let us know if you're hobbying away with us, or you just, you know, hanging out, chilling with us. All is good. Just glad that you guys could be here to, you know, spend this evening with us. Just follow these ropes. Rope across there. So I did manage to, over the weekend and back end of the week, get a bit more done on my Sons of Horus. I managed to get all the airbrushing side done, got all that nice and bonnet, and then made a start on the Spartan tank or Spartan troop carrier, whatever you want to call it. I'll show that off a little bit, in a little bit I should say. Really happy with how that's coming out. Yeah, getting a bit more used to using the dreaded airbrush. Yeah, can't believe I left it as long as I did before using it. It's only a, you know, a cheap nasty one, but it gets the job done and it helps me learning the basics, so then when I do come to getting a decent airbrush, that I'll have a little bit more control. My thinking behind it was because, as in with like paintbrushes, you don't just go straight in and get the best brushes. Although, you know, you can do if you want to. You know, that's entirely up to yourself. But you don't want to, in my experience, be learning and destroying a perfectly really good expensive set of brushes and learning from them. You know what I'm getting at. Did anyone manage to pick up the Voltam start collecting set this week as well? The new start. Let's just fly a bugger off. The new Voltam box. I was so tempted, but with everything I've got going on anyway, you know, like with my Sons of Horus and my Orcs, I can't really justify starting a full-time army. However, in Games Workshop this month, you can go in and build your very own little Voltan dude. Now I've left his head off because I'm trying to get a head for it. I want a special head, going to convert it out a little bit. It's probably going to be a little bit of a tester, and I'm hoping that they actually bring out a League of Voltan team for Kill Team, because surely they have to, don't they, really, where you've got everything else. I think with having the new Kroot and Imperial Navy, it might be a while before we actually get to see that. But I've got a really good plan for a kill team with League of Voltan. So technically I've got my very own little Mr. Richard Smith. Mr. Debunker, good evening, dude. Welcome to the show. I didn't see you pop in. Sorry if I missed you, pal. The Edging Marines ready to give them a good rimming. Nice. Not a fan of the lawn ornaments. Felt disappointed you have not started a Voltan army and called it the Leagues of Bolton. Oh, now there you go. That can be my kill team. Thank you very much, Mr. Scruggy Dude. No could count on you. That's such a cool idea. I'm going to pinch that. Hope you don't mind. Really happy with how this Steel Legion Drab's standing out against the greys and all the different washes that I've used. So basically I just did a Vallejo black undercoat. Give it a good 2 coats, 2 thin coats with that. I could have got away with just 1, but with it not being my own model, I wanted to make sure that it covered properly, and 2, it's going to last. Obviously I'm going to varnish it up and everything afterwards. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was done proper, if you know what I mean. So I had 2 coats of that, followed by 2 coats of, what grey did I use? Mechanicus Standard Grey, followed by Eshin Grey. Basically just worked my way around. Managed to dry brush quite a bit of it, but then a lot of the areas just needed that personal, you know, edge highlight with a brush, just to make sure it was, you know, right. At the edge highlights of the bases, I'm 5 away from a full 20-man squad. Nice. I managed to get the base layers and then the highlights with the airbrush. On my Sons of Horus, I managed to get 10 with the larger of the Volkite weapons, and then 10 with the rotor cannons. Just waiting now, hopefully for some that they're going to drop some Mark 3s, get some Mark 3s to add to them. Look forward to seeing that, the Leagues of Bolton kill team. Yeah, that's going to be a flipping epic, that. Yeah. Well, I know a lot of people as well are saying, obviously, with the Leagues of Voltan, or your squats, or whatever you want to call them, obviously you can't use them yet because there's no codex. So everyone's saying either 1, it's broken, or 2, obviously I believe there's a tournament that's supposed to start in the next week or 2 at Games Workshop World, or Warhammer World, sorry. Yeah, you can't even use them. But I would have thought that you got a codex in the box set. Correct me if I'm wrong. Last week, obviously, there was no stream last week. I had a little bit of a chilled week, obviously after Monday, with what Monday was. Had a nice chilled week, got quite a bit of hobbying done, and then I had a really good weekend. Lots of sport on this weekend, last weekend I should say. Got to watch the rugby league, the grand final. Watched my beloved St Helens win for a record 4th year on the bounce. Long goal to beat Wigan's record of 7 years on the bounce, but that wasn't in the Super League era. I had that on Saturday. And then yesterday, like odd jobs and a bit of shopping and stuff like that. Just chilling and counting down to the American football coming on last night, which did not disappoint. I was so nervous going into that game. Those of you that don't know, I follow the Miami Dolphins, the greatest football team, the only team to ever go undefeated, although it was in 1972, 50 years ago. And yeah, they beat the Buffalo Bills for the first time since 2018 last night, which it was an absolutely crazy game. Really close. Oh, I loved it. Every minute of it. I was up screaming at the telly and all sorts. Some attorneys in Germany and Canada have already banned them. See, why bring something out and then not release the codex for it, and then you have to ban them? I think the box set is the only way to get them currently. So then if you've got the codex, then surely you'd be allowed to use them. I've no plans to get in the squats, but I do love a good railgun. Oh, you and your town, Mr. Evans. You see that flag? Look at it. Cocky little git. Try and get on camera. Fins up indeed, Mr. Evans. Greatest, really. Nah, fam. Go pack, go. Nah. Just because you beat Brady last night with Rodgers. We're 3-0, baby. Oh, yeah, going into a really short week this week as well. Playing the Bengals this week on Amazon Prime as well. Should be an interesting game. It's on really late. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning here, so I might not be able to watch that one live. I can always watch it back in the morning. Try and avoid seeing the result and then watch it as soon as I get up on my day off on Friday. codexes that go with the box, exclusive for the box. A little while to entice people to the boxes. Yeah. I did have a look at the box when I nipped in the store on Sunday. You know, really, really good value. 120 quid for the box. You do get some really nice models in there, like the bikes. That flyer bugger off. But I know for a fact if I got them up in hover bikes, I'd end up converting them for my orcs. And I've got a tight window now where I've got about 12 orcs left to finish for my New Year, New Army, and I've got to start on my display board then. Which I've only ever done one board before, and that was for one of the challenges on the pickle jar, and I made a complete balls up of that. But this time I want to get it right, get it spot on. So I want to make a start on that soon. Mr. Evans in the chat has graciously said he will give me a hand, although it might be a bit hard from him being in the USA, but he literally means helping out with right, do it, you need to do it this way, do this way and stuff like that, and basically taught me through certain steps, because he is really, really good with terrain and stuff like that. So hopefully I get that done in plenty of time, so it's not too much of a rush job and I end up, you know, having really good models, or what I think are really good looking models, on a subpar board, which then kind of lets the models down, if you know what I mean. That's self-created sarcastic to create a fear of missing out, often called FOMO. Yeah. But then to say, like, right, because not everyone's got it, those that have got the box set can't use the models, it's a bit naughty, isn't it? I mean, if you've been and, you know, you got the box set so that you get the codex before everyone else, you should then be able to use them models. To then say, you know, oh well, because not everyone can get the codex, you can't use them in tournaments. It is a little bit naughty, isn't it? Thanks for the shout out. Not a problem at all, dude. You are my I've got Normsky, that's my spray painting guru, and then yourself as my terrain guru. What was it we were saying? Hillbilly terrain or something daft like that, wasn't it? He's gonna kill me. Let's just get up in that bit. Just noticed you're at 96 subs, Phil. I know, it's been at 96 for nearly 2 weeks now. Hopefully you get over 100 soon. It's absolutely crazy to think that, you know, I've been doing it just over about a year and a half now, just over a year. But to think when I first started then that I'd get to 100 subs, I didn't think I'd get to 100 subs, to be honest. Not with just doing like live streams, hangouts and stuff, without putting videos out there and, you know, putting out good content. Just me being me. It's absolutely crazy. And every one of the subs, I absolutely love every single one of you. All the subs, the, you know, keep smashing the like button, as Mifos says, in the name of the Emperor, smash that like button. But yeah, no, I appreciate every single one of you. What time are we on? 20 past 8. I'm gonna get quite a bit of this done tonight, so I can give the lad at work get some decent photos once it's dried in the morning. Yeah, I could show them an update. I did ask permission first because I know some people can be quite funny. If you're doing, like, say, a commission, they don't want it showing up on socials and stuff like that. The least of all time being Tony Band must be killing the Meta Chasers and Min Max gang. Yeah, they're going to be twitching, aren't they? To help Phil and all the other small channels we watch engage in the content, it pushes the algorithm, blessed be its name, to recommend their content. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Waylander's wondering, Mr. Bill. That's why even like some of the really, you know, the big guys on here, to get you to leave comments on videos and past live streams and stuff like that, because it helps with the algorithm and stuff. And it does work, because obviously people like them get the views and stuff, get the likes, and it pushes their content out there. And then you get to see more people like-minded in the chat, make new friends and stuff, which is, you know, absolutely awesome. It's how I ended up doing this, getting back into the hobby and watching people like Kev, who I don't know if he's still in the chat or if he had to go. People like Kev, Josh from the Pickle Jar, Elston, Spud. Look at me name dropping now. But you know, watching people like that and getting to talk to people, making some really good, what I'd class as like lifelong friends now, after only being back in the hobby for a couple of years. Meeting up with people at ChillCon and that was just mental. Yeah, it's crazy. Welcome to Hillbilly Terrain, my name is Bubba. Let's head down to the hobby holler. There you go, there's your little opening tune as well. The like button has been smashed accordingly. Thank you very much, Mr. Frandog. And welcome to the stream, Mr. Andy Allen. Mr. Quingo talks himself. How do? Congratulations on the house move, dude. Welcome to adulthood. Now you won't be hobbying as much. Or as the other half let you have a hobby room. You can have a dedicated room to hobbying now, dude. Just think of all the models you could buy. The setup you could have in a room just to yourself, dude. Planting that seed, haven't I? With the epic music going in the background as well. Viewers, only 11 likes. SMDH. Does that shape my damn head? I don't know. I'm not that up with stuff like that. But one of them will be mine. So I don't think it counts. Purely because when I do the community page, and then, which we'll do soon, and the Warhammer community page as well, I can't, because it overlaps everything, I can't see everything on the screen. I have it set up on Streamlabs, so I have my phone running at the same time, so one of them is actually me. I know, shock horror. Oh, I got it right. Check me out. Does make a nice change, this thing. Painting Space Marines all the time. The main bit I'm dreading is when it comes to getting that freehand on the head. It's going to be an absolute pain though. Because I know there's a couple of different designs for it. I think it's one of them that I'm going to have to use like a pencil and stuff and draw it on, try and match it up, and then paint over the top, like basically just draw an outline. We're nearly there actually. I'll get this bit done here, and that's all the bottom ropes done, I think. Double check, and there. That bit, yeah. We'll get this bit done here, and then we're going to jump over to the community page. So if you haven't, Mesos did share a link before, which I appreciate greatly, dude. If you want to share anything you're working on right now, or anything you've done in the last, the last couple of weeks since you last showed some work off on here, or if you haven't shared any work off here and you'd like to, show us what you've been working on. Yeah, just click on that link that you put on earlier. It'll take you to the Facebook page, and you will see the top pinned comment, and just show your work there. Which, for me, it's the best part of the show. I get to see what you guys have been working on. I know I say this every time, but it truly, truly is. go. Let's have a look. That's how virtually dry on here now. I missed a tiny bit there. I'll get that. I've just seen it, and I know for a fact if I don't get it now, I'll forget where it was. You get a gist of, so I can get that black. Loving it for a really old model. I mean, where's the base? I mean, the base is absolutely massive as well. I mean, look at the detail on that base of the dead horses and stuff. 2004. So you know, it's a nearly 20-year-old model. Let's see if I can get it right close up. The detail on that skin is absolutely crazy. Yeah, there's the link. So we're going to head over now. Let's pause this music. Get these painting glasses off. And we're going to head over to our community page. So let's go. Ba, ba, ba. There it is. Let's refresh. And for some reason, when I went on today, it's updated with how it works with my own personal Facebook. So if you want to share anything with myself, or you know, you need to get hold of me with anything like that, you can do that through this, and I will get it directly, so you can see the notifications coming through and stuff like that. So yeah, so tonight's live stream will be painting a War Mûmak of Harad. Come and join me at 7:30 Greenwich Mean Time or British Standard Time, whichever you prefer. Also share your current work below for our awesome community section. So it's this one here. It just popped all as I was posted. So what I shall do, so there's 8 comments. Let's just quickly refresh. And then I'll do it again at the end anyway, just because I don't want to miss anyone. See, there's 10 now. So for some reason it always goes most relevant, and it doesn't always show it in order. So what I want to do as well is close that. Dude, no. So yeah, also you see stuff like where I'm posting my current whips and stuff like that. There's previous streams, so you can always go back and look at what people have been working on, and also keep up to date with what I'm working on. So let's see if this works. Come on. Not now. See what I mean about it updated. So there's what I've been working on lately. It doesn't look like that now. I have done a little bit more to it, but there is my Spartan tank, and yeah. So let's quickly skip to the top, so I don't want to spoil it and see anything. So we've got 10 comments there. Let's just refresh because it's showing something at the top. Like that's still on 10. So all comments. And let's have a look. So come on in first. We've got Mr. Mythos from the Frost and Fists. It's updated. Come on. Yeah. Mythos. I also finished off 2 Lehman Russ Demolisher tanks and I've been chipping away at. Let's have a look at. Ooh, look at that! It's crisp. I'll take it you've used an airbrush there, me boss. Really good control on that. Let's just zoom in to appreciate this, because look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. Loving that, dude. And then obviously some of these guard at the top here. Are they third party, are they, dude? I'm not that clued up on guard, as you could probably tell. But yeah, top, what them tanks are absolutely stunning. Why does it keep doing that? 3 I've completed 5 sergeant models for my 5 Imperial Guard infantry squad. See, it's not putting it in order for some reason. But there we go. Let's zoom in, look at the super detail on them. Resin base, look at that. Those are cool. Obviously, he's got all these to get done. So you got your work cut out there, me boss. You proper know how to get that purple glow for the plasma and stuff, because you used the same, if I remember correctly, on your blade guard as well, didn't you? Those tanks, yeah, those tanks are just absolutely stunning, aren't they? The demolisher turrets and the sergeants are third party. Oh. Well, absolutely. I don't want to put like, I want to put a love. I love them, me boss. They are brilliant. Well done, dude. Keep up the great work. Next up, we got Mr. Evans, Mr. Superfly, working with watercolour pencil weathering on this terrain project. So, as I was saying, he's my terrain guy. Let's have a look. Look at the detail on that. Look at the little bricks and how they would be on a house or on a garden wall, how the different colours. That's what I need for my for my display board. The attention to detail on that, dude, that is absolutely stunning. And then obviously the concrete, that is absolutely brilliant. Let's be nosy in background. What can we see? Is this in a local store or something? Hey, I'm loving the hat on that, dude. Love the hat. Those of you that know I love my hats, obviously I've got my Dolphins one on today. Normally you all take the mick because I have my Peaky Blinders one on, or my farmer cap, as some people have said. Absolutely loving that hat there, dude. But nah, not taken away from the weathering and everything on there. That is absolutely brilliant, dude. Love it. And next up, we got Ian, or Debunker, as he is also known, over on Twitch. Go check him out. I believe he broke 200 subs on Twitch, which is absolutely fantastic. He streams so much as well, so you're always getting content. Definitely go check him out. And he's done a base there with, you know, the best basing material after a space smurf, which is a Necron or Necrons. Loving how they're crawling out like that. That's proper gruesome, that. Reminds me a little of like Nighthaunt on some of the Nighthaunt bases. Oh, but yeah, absolutely loving that, dude. Well done. Is that for the challenge on Kev's Kev's channel? Because I know this month the community challenge is basing. My eyes. Ah, it's a Space Smurf. Let's have a look. I know. I think he said he's done it. Obviously, it's a Space Marine, but he's done it in the colours. If I'm correct, in the colours of your Twitch channel. I help to the LGS every Sunday to help. I'm just catching up with chat. Sorry. Level detail is so incredible. It really is. This is where I have to use my phone. Catch up with the chat. But yeah, loving that. Look at the little chips and the damage put in and stuff like that, and the highlights. Brilliant work there, Mr. Debunker. Absolutely loving that, dude. Most relevant is selected. I didn't click on most relevant. I did. All comments. Stop lying. Go up to there. So next up we got Gina popping in with, oh, she's done some more work on her these absolutely beautiful Death Guard. Are these the ones that you showed the other week, Gina? I think they are, because one of them had a little nurgling sticking out of his belly. I believe it was that one. But it's done some work. Got that, you know, the bubbling with the resin. You got that absolutely spot on. That is perfect. Oh, that's so good then. It winds me up even more every time I see some Death Guard now, because I've missed out on that box set at Chilcon that I could have got on the Bring a Buy, and I didn't get it. It eats away at me every time I see some Death Guard painted up like this. Absolutely stunning, these. Brilliant, brilliant work, Gina, as always. Oh, why'd you keep doing that? Next up, we've got Bill. 4 replies. Well, that's Waylanders Wandering. Also check him out on YouTube, guys. Does some really, really good work. And also does he has done Lego. So if you're into your Lego as well, definitely go check some of them out. Working his way through the new Kill Team box there. Loving these. Absolutely loving these, dude. There's such good models them as well, though, aren't they? That's what's annoying me. It's like, oh, do I get it? Do I not get it? Let's see. No. Let's refresh. Why does it keep doing that? It's annoying me now. Oh, right, so it's updating and then it chucks some others in here. So here we go. We've got Mr. Clint Arnold, or Essex Boys, as he's otherwise known. He's Kit Bashed and Mega Boss. So, oh, I think I've seen the video on this. That's so cool, that. Look at that. Wow. That is flipping epic, isn't it? Love the green skin that you do, dude. That is flipping beautiful. Like the blood splatter on there. You can tell he's just chopped some flipping Space Marine's arm or head off. The little grot going for it on top. Absolutely epic, that. Love that, dude. Top work. Also, Gina has got Hero Quest, the Frozen Horror Quest Pack. Ooh. Get some spiciness coming on them in the next couple of weeks. Well, probably knowing you by next week, they'll all be done. Paid so quick. It's hard to keep up sometimes. Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Right, let's just make sure I've not missed anyone. We can get back. I don't know why it does this. Never used to do this. I've seen that. We was looking at bills, weren't we? There we go. Let's see a bit. See, it should let me skip to the side, and it's not doing. There's some more work there done on. Oh, it's freaking annoying. All comments. Why don't you just stay on all comments? Blood Angels red tunic with dry brushing highlights up to Troll Slayer orange, Ulthian grey base coat on a white Corvus black, and lead belcher on those areas. All shaded with null oil. Yeah, loving them, dude. Keep up the great work, dude. Just give that one quick refresh. Make sure we've not missed anyone. Started them today, Phil. Oh my god. So you nearly done the box set now, have you? One last flick through. Some more Reginas. Death Guard there. That's it. Yeah. We'll cut everybody up there. Let's just close that down. Till next week. So thank you very, very much, everyone, for sharing your awesome work as always. I really do love going through and seeing everyone's work. It's really also giggity. Naval dude. I don't know, my chat's going tonight. Just do channels based around vaporwave, so blues and purples. The bubbles are wooden beads cut in half and layer of glue over them. Ah, it's interesting to know. I thought it was resin and you'd blown the bubbles and they'd dried like that. So definitely something to look at. They're really good. Everybody's loving everybody's work, as always. Second photo of mine is the backs of the Death Guard. Ah, right, yeah, got you. I had seen them, it were playing up for some reason, I don't know why. But right, let's crack on. All that brown bits dried, all the tans down there. What I want to try and do is at least get some of these tusks, at least a layer down or a base coat down on those, just to help it stand out a little bit. To do that, I'm going to cheat. Well, I say cheat. Give this a good shake. So I'm going to come in with some Wraith Bone, and then I need a bigger brush for that. Change up to a size 1. I'm going to use some Wraith Bone, and then some Skeleton Horde contrast. And what I want to try and do is hold it upside down And when you put the contrast on, you go up, basically end where you want the majority of the tan or the staining to go. What I'm going to do is just be careful near that grey. Put some music back on and all. I will stand out that little bit. Alright, let's move this light back over. I did move it before, didn't I? I've been quite lucky as well with this being my first commission, with it being a friend as well. So obviously he's seen my work. He always asks me at work like, oh, how's the channel going and stuff like that, and wants to see what I've been working on. Although he's not really in the hobby anymore, he's still got like these, and he wants this as like a, not so much a showpiece, but a piece to go on a shelf, on display. But one of the things I have learned with first commission job is be careful about what you're getting yourself into. Not only like the size of the model and that, I mean communication, because obviously I work with a guy, so we see each other every week anyway, so like get a really good time, get a time scale that you know you can fit in, it's doable. But also I hadn't seen the model until I got my hands on it, and obviously because it had been that long, he told me that it was bad, but I didn't realise how bad in a way. Like, you know, like with mould lines, and I haven't a clue what glue he'd used putting it together, but it was all yellow. Might be just with the age. But I managed to clean it up the best I can, so that did take time as well. So if someone does ask you to paint something for them, always try and, you know, get some good pictures of it first and stuff like that, and take that into consideration as well, any extra work that you're going to have to do. Just get this on nice and smooth, because I am going to have to do a second coat of this. Take the stickers off your Heritage. No, this one did actually come without it. I actually bought this one on holiday, so I'm not actually 100% sure if it is a genuine one So that's why I'm not too bothered about it not having its sticker on. But yeah, I do leave my stickers on, Mr. Debunker. Just had a look, and it's a £70 model. Have to admit, I am tempted. It's I am on page one now. I am tempted to get one for myself, but we're doing one now. I don't want to be painting enough of these again anytime soon. But yeah, for 70 quid, it's, I mean, because you get this, right, and then you've got all the little guys as well that go on it. Oh, how many of these is there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14 separate little models that go on it as well. Curve the brims, you're a savage. Yeah, you don't curve them rims anymore. There's certain hats you do because they come like that anyway. I've noticed as well that there's different variants that you can do with this. So like some of them have the tusks and it has the spikes on the bottom. They look really cool. Obviously this come pre-built, so there was none of them on it or in the kit. Elephant needs some of being Orky boys though. That does make a difference. Once you start getting these tusks, it does stand out. Can be quite liberal with this, but then I'd rather do two thin coats like this and get it nice and smooth, and then, well, on the first coat, and then the second coat try and get some little grains in there to mimic, you know, with it being ivory. They're not perfectly smooth, it's bone. There's going to be little chips and stuff like that. Once I finish with the stream, I'm going to get a newspaper and I'm going to absolutely murder this fly in here. It's just tormenting me now. Back in the day, the spikes were done with twine and cocktail stick. There was a GW issue showing how to do it. Trying to type orc faces. I guess it didn't work. No. Who's watching Rings of Power as we're all Lord of the Rings tonight? I've actually not watched any of it yet. I've heard mixed reviews on it. Obviously people saying, oh well, it's not real. Actually, it's not Tolkien. Well, no, it's not. Obviously the poor bloke's dead, but I'm sure I read somewhere that he did his work and he did the stories and stuff like that, and he left it so that people could expand on that and, you know, do more stories with it. So, you know, it's like each to their own. You know, like one person in the chat could watch a film and think it's the biggest pile of doo-doo butter they have ever seen, and then the next person in chat and think, oh, this is absolutely epic, it's brilliant. You know, it's personal taste. I'm presuming I will like it. I'm trying to catch up on a lot of things at the moment as well, which is you know, why it's taken me so long to get to it. But programs like that probably start off slow and then build up, like Game of Thrones did. It took 1 or 2 episodes, and then it was like, bang, here we go. Mind you, the first episode, you're like, whoa. But then obviously you got the new Game of Thrones, the House of Dragon. So I've got that to watch as well, and then try and fit everything else in. So it is a bit hectic at the moment. I'm really enjoying the Rings of Power. I'm liking Rings of Power. It's getting some hate, but it's of course these days a lot of people think of it as an action show. In my opinion, it's a political drama. Started slow, but it's definitely getting very good. I haven't watched it yet, I can say. I haven't watched Game of Thrones either. Oh my god. I'll watch it apart from the very last episode. You know, without giving spoilers. Down to personal preference. I saw War Horse and thought the film was terrible. It won an Oscar. I also went to see the theatre version, which was stunning. Yeah, see. It can be down to something as simple as like a certain actor, or you know, a certain director might really like their films, and then you might dislike their films. You know, it's like, so like the film could be absolutely, oh, you don't like the film, but like with Frandog there, he goes and watches the theatre version and loves the theatre version. It's how it's portrayed across to you as well. time around? 9:05. Let's get these done. I'm loving these tunes tonight on this station. Walking Dead. I fear The Walking Dead, so I can get ready for the Daryl spin-off. See, like The Walking Dead, that's one I've got to go back and rewatch because I only got so far. But the Fear the Walking Dead, I absolutely loved that. That was just funny from, it was not funny, but brilliant from the start. Where he wakes up absolutely off his head and there's people eating people and no one believes him. Not so much a spoiler because it's the first episode. But yeah, absolutely love that. The same zombies and got what we've done so quickly like vampires after interview. I love your attitude, definitely down to personal preference and taste. Too many people just like to crap on stuff other people like. I say, like what you like and let others do the same. Exactly me, Foss. You know, it's... I'm going to break one of my rules and actually say profanity on the channel. I do try to, you know, curb it too much, but it's past 9 o'clock now, so hey, you know, it's like one of the main rules in life is just don't be a dick. You know, treat people how you'd like to be treated, and there's too many people that say that and actually don't, especially in this day and age. You know, without getting too deep, life is an experience. It's not a race. Life's an experience, so why can't you be happy when people are enjoying things or, you know, do well? This is a bit deep for me on a Monday. But yeah, you'll get what I'm getting at, don't you? So you can see that starting to come together with all the tusks now. It's definitely going to take another coat of that. Exactly me, boss. Give it a try you like. If you don't, then you don't, yeah. Check us all out getting all deep and meaningful on a Monday. That's what I like about this show as well. You know, we've not got thousands and thousands. Everyone's respectful on the channel. You know, we all have a laugh and a joke. Everyone has got their own opinion. And, you know, everyone just supports each other. That's what I love about this. Especially in this hobby as well, when a lot of people can be put down and stuff like that. There's none of that here. Or, you know, all you have to do is look at the different discords. All I can say is from the experience that I'm in. So like Mephos's, there's Orkies, there's Josh's, the Pickle Jar one, there's Chillin' Wargamers, there's Kev's, there's Bill's, Waylander Wandering, his Discord, and you know, everyone supports each other. No one's out hating each other because, you know, everyone's sick of that in this hobby, and that's what I think drags a lot of people to the like-minded discords, and that's why these Discord channels and a lot of, you know, I mean, a lot of like stuff like that does well because of that. Me just rambling on now. Yeah, that's what I love about our side of this community. For a community that's a hobby, there's a lot of people out there that want to bash on people, and you know, just to get a rise. Well, I'm presuming that's why they do it, but like, oh, you can't do that. Well, yeah, you can. It's your model. I hope he doesn't mind, but like Mr. Evans in the chat, Mr. Superfly, he did his tag, and he painted them as Power Rangers. So he had a blue, pink, yellow, and he'd gone to say, oh, you can't have them. Why? There is models. You do what you want. It's like if you do a Space Marine, you don't have to have Ultramarines or Raven Guard or Salamanders or, you know, any of them. You can do a homebrew chapter, so why can't you do that with all your other factions? You get me going off on one now. That's why it's such a good community. I think all of you were friends even though we've never met. It's because we don't like the contrarians. I hope I said that right. In a corner of the internet. Yeah, it's like, you know. I couldn't agree more, Mr. Frandog. My dad did say it earlier, but you just touched on it there. It's like a lot of people have, you know, we do little hangouts. I will come touch base on that again in a second on the hangouts. But you know, we've done hangouts, so we sit there and chat some nights and stuff. We've not done one for a while, but we'll do them again. But yeah, like with hangouts, we sit there chatting and stuff like that. And it's like, oh, how's your day been? A lot of the time, you're just hobbying away. You've had a really bad day at work. You want to come home, do a little bit of your hobby to unwind. You know, some people go and drink, some people go and do God knows what. Some people come home and paint little plastic men. There's nothing wrong in that, you know what I mean? But you do that, you sit there, you're hobbying away, you have a bitch and a moan about work, you put the world to rights, and you crack on. Not doing anyone any harm. But yeah, as I was just saying, I've touched back on the hangout thing. So basically, we always used to do hangouts on Google Meet, and we'd put a link up in the chat. Now, there has been an update on Google Meets. Basically, you only get 1 hour on Google Meets, and then it kicks you out unless you're paying for it. So what we started doing and what we're gonna do going on in the future, if there's any hangouts going, we'll put a little message up on, especially like in Chilling Wargamers, we'll put a little message up saying that we're going to go and do a hangout, and then if you scroll down along the column bar, there is actually a voice hangout section that you can go into. You just click on there and it's exactly the same as Google Meet. It's just on Discord, but you can still do video, you can do voice only if you're not comfortable on camera or anything like that. So going forward in future, all hangouts, until further notice from myself anyway, will be on there. I don't know if any of the other channels, Discords are doing that, but definitely on the Chilling Wargamers, that's how we'll be doing hangouts for the foreseeable future anyway. Everyone joining. I want the whole world in my hand. I want the whole world in my hand. There you go, I'm singing with you, Bill. See, I've started singing and there's a dog barking outside now. Can't forget his toes. I've got a little bit of blue tack, literally because of the size of it, off its base it falls over, and literally I can stand it. Little tip there if you're getting one of these, Gina. Sounds good to me, always up for a hangout, sweet girl. So I'll try and get a couple more done, definitely this week. If not, I want to try and get some done on probably Saturday during the day. It's playing my exit tune. You can tell where I get my tunes from now. It's a different version, this one actually. Click that one because I really like that one. Put that into my like file. Thank you very much. I haven't heard that since school assemblies. We'll be singing Come By Our next. Let's get these last little bits of tours done and then we are done for the evening. Really happy with the progress on this today and tonight. I can update my mate when I go to work tomorrow. Look, here's your stupid elephant. and then tell him off. And so next time, make sure you cut the mould lines off properly. Because a lot of these I weren't able to fill or get smooth as I would have liked. Literally because of the starting point they were at. I was singing that tune. Singing cucumber instead. What, you got a cucumber in your hand? Oh, my eyes are aching now. Right, so just move this light so you can get a better. Ooh, major flicker on the light then. So it's a bit bright. There we go. So you got a decent view of it there. So we can get in a bit closer so you can see some of the detail. You can see now them tusks really do stand out now. I will get a better picture and put it up on the Discord and also on the Facebook page. So especially on the Facebook page, if you could pop on and interact with the post for this, that would help me out greatly. Even just like a little like or a comment, if you'd be ever so kind, it'd be very much appreciated. But yeah, I will keep you updated. So I'm going to be doing this pretty much virtually every night this week, apart from tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got D&D, playing D&D. But yeah, we'll be getting a lot more of this done and hopefully finished, fingers crossed, at the weekend. I'm just dreading getting to that free-handing on the head there. You can see a rough outline of like where it's supposed to go. But really happy with how this big boy's turning out so far. I nearly forgot, I did say I'd mention where I showed my Spartan tank earlier, and I got a bit more done. Well, I say a bit more. Let's just bring this cut. I can bring it in a bit closer now. So there's my Spartan tank so far. It's still not finished. I've got weathering to do yet. And some of the tracks and stuff like that. Still managed to get it so it moves. And the front opens. As you can see, it's painted inside. All nice and bonny. Flexing now, look at that. Woo. But I've got the tracks underneath to do. It's still all plausible. It's not showing up on camera as much, like the shading. But yeah, that's where I got up to on that. So that's just a little update for yourselves on there. I will get a picture of that actually, stick that up on the Facebook, just as an update of what we've been up to this week. But yeah, let's just sort this, turn this music down or off. That's a bit better. I can hear myself think now. I just need to find the outro track. No. That one. I like that one. It's a cheeky one. So, let's, I'm on the wrong camera. We want that camera. So that's it for this week, guys. Obviously a sketchy start at the beginning. Internet issues in this area and updates on computer and stuff like that. So hopefully I'll have it back to normal and fingers crossed working properly next week. I'm not sure if we're going to still be doing this or we're going to do something else. I will let you all know in due course. So please keep an eye on the socials, on Discord, on the Chilling Wargamers or Frosted Face Kev's channel, Wayland and Wandering. Definitely go check them all out. It's worth it. It really is. Get everyone together and have a proper good chat. So keep an eye out the Facebook page. I'll get some pictures of the Spartan and the Mûmak. I think I said that right then. Just a little update picture on there. So if you could be ever so great, kind, I'd be eternally grateful. Just a little bit of interaction on them. It'd be absolutely brilliant. Apart from that, please leave a like, share, whatever. Get your mates in as well. With 4 people, with 4 people off 100, it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, that's it for this week, guys. So you all take care, and I shall catch you all next Monday. And yeah, stay safe, guys. Bye.